Hello, guys. It is your RPG Fans Only show here with some retro week, and yeah, so this is Monday. Here's Monday's game, which is going to be Wolfenstein 3D for the Super Nintendo. I was going to play the Doom version, but I thought Doom looked a tiny bit more grainier than this version, so I decided to play Wolfenstein 3D instead because obviously the difference in terms of all that stuff. But yeah, it's really the same game. Nothing too different about it. I'm going to put this on easy. It does require a password system, so be looking out for that. And we're only going to play a little bit of this, probably like 1 or 2 or 3 stages. If you don't know about Wolfenstein, it's like one of the most like important like Doom mod shooter games out there. It's like completely interesting because it's like based around time of like Hitler and all that stuff, and it's interesting. A very interesting game. It's very similar to Doom in like every aspect, and it's also extremely fun to play. So I'm gonna play this for a little bit, probably like the first 3 stages, and then we'll end today's retro week. And tomorrow we'll head off into the next game, which will probably be a PlayStation game. And then Wednesday we'll probably play either a Nintendo game or a Game Boy game. Um, oh god dang it. Yeah, guards in this game move so much, it's ridiculous. Let me position myself a little better so I can play this game properly. So yeah, everything is really grainy. You can't really see particles, but this Mode 7 3D mode scaling really is like amazing for the Super Nintendo. This was probably one of their selling points. Um, because, I mean, come on now. There's not many FPS games on the Super Nintendo, so the fact that they have two besides Doom was all right. It looked extremely terrible, but it's not worth talking about. But duly noted, it isn't that bad of a game to play. It's just not one you'd want to play, for that matter. Okay, there's supposed to be 3 dogs in here. All right. There are hidden passages in this game. Don't know where all of them are at, but there are quite a few of them. I think one of them was like right here. You know? Nah. Okay. Um, Down over here we have a hidden passage though, and this will take us to get some armor and I think some more ammo. I didn't actually take a look at what that actually did for me. I'm sorry the music is low. I kind of got a headache earlier. My ears were just killing me, so I kind of don't want to deal with anything loud right about now. So apologies noted. I'm sorry, but that's basically how I roll. I just don't want to hear any of this bullshit. The music is good in this game. It's pretty rock starish. It's not. You should still be able to hear it, but for the most part, it's gonna be on silent because oh shit. For the most part, it's gonna be on silence because this game hurts my fucking ears because I don't have the mentality for rock music right now. But it's interesting nonetheless. There isn't a lot of tracks on this game, to be honest with you. I think that was kind of one of the downfalls of me playing this game. The fact that the track system was kind of repetitive in a way. Um, let me see what's over here. Well, I can't complain. I didn't know what this room was, but Doesn't matter, does it? Controls. If I have to talk about the controls, they are very wonky. So it really isn't that fun to play with them. You're gonna have a lot of trouble trying to get used to the controls. Just for the simple fact that aiming in this game is extremely hard. You do have strafe buttons. Obviously, the L and R buttons do allow you to strafe back and forth, but that really isn't too important of a skill, to be honest with you. It comes in handy, but you're still better off just shooting and doing all the same shit you did before. Let's get all this treasure. Yeah, so be wary of secret passages. You can't tell because of the graininess, but they're there. You just kind of have to go on a whim and take a guess. And yeah, that's just how I roll. So I like to wait here in the door. Got him. So you really don't have to aim. As long as the gun is in front of you, you generally tend to hit your enemy. I couldn't tell what the fuck that was. Yeah, they look like soldiers. It's kind of poor programming. Poor programming right there. Poor. Yeah, let me know how you guys been. I play this for a little bit. So yeah, Chocobo's Dungeon went pretty well. I played a little bit of that after I stopped recording. I actually got pretty far in the game. Got pretty addicting. I didn't know that you can identify objects. So honestly, I ended up getting 2 cursed weapons, and then it was just kind of game over after that because I couldn't equip anything else once you have cursed items, and they basically killed me. And so yeah, that's basic. Oh wow, you're gonna close on me like that, bro? So professional. This game would be better off played with like, how do I say this? Some type of, if you have a controller like an Xbox controller or a Bluetooth controller, that'd be the best way to play this game, because with the D-pad, this game is it's very shifty, very, very shifty, and it's kind of janky and wonky, and it's not a game that you want to play for too long. But anyways, here we go. Just like Doom, at the end of the stage, you flip the switch and it is over. Let's see what we got. Killed all the enemies, didn't find all the treasure, but we found half the secrets. I'm not going for completion. We're just doing some retro week for Sunday. This is Sunday's game. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what next Monday's game is going to be, but I hope I will just have to figure out something. It'll be interesting. Yeah. So I got about like 4 views on Chocobo's Dungeon. So it's a very interesting game. Yeah, those are the big guys. They tend to carry more health. Yeah. I do gotta say collisioning on this game is a little off. Hit detections is a little off. Everything kind of feels fragmented. Hard to explain what I mean by that, but I don't know. I have no idea how to explain that shit. But shit doesn't feel as fluid as it could, is what I'm really trying to say. Did I get shot? The graphic scaling and effects and stuff like that are pretty interesting for the Wolfenstein, but there aren't a lot of FPSs on the Super Nintendo, which kind of sucks, because I personally do like how they do this Mode 7 3D graphic scaling effect. It's honestly pushing the Super Nintendo way past its limits, for one. But surprisingly, there is 0 slowdown in this game, which I am quite interested how they figured that out. And that's kind of the reason why I want to see more of this type of creativity in these type of games, especially for the console. It's sad that it kind of died too early before these games like this were accepted as the norm or explored as far as gameplay goes. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going. I feel like I'm going in circles. Basically, this is supposed to be Hitler, but obviously Nintendo censored it, so now it's just some random supreme leader that nobody gives a fuck about. They always want to hide. Alrighty. Holy shit. I love how they just run up on you with no fucks giving whatsoever. I already checked this, right? Yeah, okay. It's like, where are these enemies coming from? Clearly haven't been in this room yet. Sorry if this counts for boring gameplay. I'm pretty sure Chocobo's Dungeon was a little bit more informative and probably more watchable because that was the first Chocobo game in the dungeoning series. So every game after that originated from the Wonder Swan Chocobo's Dungeon. It was the first of the Chocobo series. So I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see that on the Wonder Swan. Plus, not a lot of Wonder Swan videos get published a lot on YouTube. So I figured I might as well start off Friday like that. So yeah, this game is kind of difficult to. I swear, all I'm hitting is grainy images. Get off me. And one thing I kind of have to say about this game is that it's just so emptiness. It's so empty and vast for no reason. It's kind of funny. But I can't complain about that because nonetheless the game works, and therefore can't talk too much shit, can I? It's kind of all I can ask for is the game to work. Oh my god. These controls can make any person go insane if they don't know how to use a Super Nintendo controller. I'm letting it rain on you hoes. So either door you went through, they all would have led you here. I thought maybe I can interact with that somehow. It's a well. Well, you'd think I'd be able to interact with it, but I guess not. So yeah, really grainy, really boring. Tomorrow's PlayStation game, I think, is going to be a Japanese game, a Japanese RPG game. I figured I'd throw another one of those in there besides Chocobo because I had a lot of fun with Chocobo. So I'm gonna throw another RPG in there as well. It'll be in the same likes of Chocobo. It's the Kimono Monster World series. Not many of those games produced, but they're like the animal monster breeder farmer type games. We'll have to check it out. Talk a little bit about it, and yeah. Honestly, can't see myself actually beating this game because of how vast and like really boring it is. There's not much action. I'm pretty sure if I put this on hard, I would have had just a tad bit more fun, blasting more enemies. But just the sheer amount of not knowing where the fuck to go is kind of depressing, especially since I haven't played any other Wolfenstein game. This is my first time ever actually playing Wolfenstein in general, so I'm kind of lost on this whole vastness scale shit. But I guess it'll work itself out. And looks like we got another gun. The Gatling. Interesting. Look at all this ammo. They did not have to reward us like this. So you move faster backwards than forwards. That's something that you don't see a lot in shooting games. You see that more in racing games, but I can't complain because fuck it. I don't know who the fuck this big ass guy think he is. Yep, and he got me. I didn't think I could beat him. I didn't know this was gonna be a boss stage, so I already fucked up. But this guy looks badass though. Two hunk machine gun guys, lit. But yeah, that's Wolfenstein 3D. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure to like, subscribe, give me some feedback, and yeah, we weren't able to complete this game, but when we come back with tomorrow, we'll play a PlayStation game, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. So until then, fans, bye bye.